Welcome back, guys, to a second look at Game Shop Simulator. And, yep, I know we left it on 5 days and we're now back on 26 days. I'll explain the reason for that in a moment. But as you can see, things have kind of changed around here. As you can see in the wind, there are a few products. We now have our doorman to prevent all the thieves coming in. So once you were able to hire the doorman, essentially they never ever turn up anymore, or not that I've ever seen it, which, believe it or not, gives you more freedom to do stuff rather than worrying about whether they're going to turn up and nick all your stock. So it actually gives you more freedom to run around. What I am going to go very briefly do, if I remember how to open the door, is I'm going to go and open the shop, and then we're going to just have a wander around and see the things that we've learnt playing this game. So I'd love to say that we've got enough money to bring in extra stock, but that is not true. I'm going to have spent quite a bit of money, so the money in the bank is barely there as well. However, as you can see now, we have a platform, we have lights. Oh yes, we have lights. That reminds me, one of the complaints on the rating of my store was how dark it was. But turns out there's a light switch in the room. Imagine that. And now we've got this extra light here, which I bought for our fancy one gaming chair if we want to, that we sell. And looking at the front here, we've even got a compute with some speakers and an almost fully stocked shelf there. And just a couple of things to note as well. A couple of things I have figured out as we're messing around with the game is you can change the price. However, one thing I learned that you guys probably may already know, but if not, is, and hopefully there is a workaround of this and I just don't know it, but when you change the price of a product, such as like, well, up that price there, that only changes the price of that individual product, not all the products of that price. What have you just bought there? One of my speakers. So like that one, for example, if I was to only do that one, it wouldn't automatically update the prices of all of them, which is rather frustrating. But as you can see now, the stuff I'm selling is at a much higher rate, 210, 970. Even these are coming in at 180. Hello. Our chair here is £383 as well. And I'm pretty sure our computer is around £1,000. Yeah, £1,000 there. And you may not have noticed, or you may have noticed, we've put a lick of paint on the place and we've put some carpet in. We haven't quite done the ceiling yet, although I'm not too sure that is urgent on this game. So the hook things I have noticed when I was looking at the see, we can go and do it now. We can go and look at these things without worrying about the thieves. Is so when we come into this part here, I talked about how this was the inflation of you know, the people, how many people want to buy it and how much it is. That is not what it is. What it is the price of which you currently can buy it for. So at the moment, you'll be able to buy this product for $51, or if the average price is 60. So it's now is a good. So basically, what it's saying is now is a good time to buy. And for example, average price 150 there, current price 173, and this changes basically every single day. So, and it can be a bit confusing at times because you'll sell, for example, a keyboard for 180, and then you'll think, okay, I'll buy more, and then you calculate 180, and then the next day you'll buy some more, and actually you won't only be able to sell it for example, maybe 140, 150, and then as you do put the prices up on your products, it comes up with the same system here, green, orange, or red, as to whether it's acceptable to be able to sell, whether putting your product at that price is going to drive people to come and buy it, or whether it's above the average and whether maybe it would put people off. So it does give you a good indicator there. So that's just something to keep in mind when organising what you're going to buy and what you're going to sell and stuff, because quite frankly, it changes every single day. So all these products here are coming in at a good price. Something I might just have a look at soon. But that doesn't necessarily mean tomorrow they'll be at a cheaper price or worth selling. The one thing I do want to stress, and we are able to hire. Now, we haven't hired this guy yet. I might do, but I'm not too sure. I don't want to jump ahead of the gun too quick. But there is one thing to stress with this game. Well, first of all, actually, there's one tiny little bug, and it might even just be my system. But there is one to just could you have just you're gonna buy it? No, okay, thank you for wasting my time. The one thing to stress is every now and again. So when you come to this bit here, and you can turn the autofill off and on. For example, for some reason, this just doesn't work. You can't click. You can click it, but nothing happens. And then when you go to a product, nothing happens. For example, oh god, I mean it worked there. But sometimes it doesn't happen, so I've had to reset the game a few times. But I'll give you an example of what I mean here. So as you can see, 180 is in yellow, but 190 is also in yellow. Oh, so the price has gone up there. And then we'll do 195, so it's still in yellow. So I always try and sell things. I always try and sell things when it's in like the orange or yellow, whichever one. Which means it's not going to put people off too much. However, you're still going to get a decent price for yourself. As you can see there, oh yes, that's one thing I was just about to get into. Is the one thing I can say about this game is, patience is it's definitely the game's worth it if you persist and patience. So early on in the game, it was very repetitive. It was very, I wasn't making any money. It was just buy, sell for the same amount, bring in the same amount with all the cheaper products, sell again, buy and sell again, and repeat, and on and on and on. For example, however, what that actually does is it increases your star rating, and that is the key thing to start making money on this game. The key thing is your star rating, which obviously mine's now at 4.5. My prices are very high. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can take that. But your star rating is everything. So as you see when you go into the products here, so I think probably the best one is things like keyboards. So I could buy a keyboard 2-star 38. However, I can buy a 4-star keyboard for 73. And the chances are I'm probably going to sell that for about 4 times what I'd sell that for. So you go from maybe making $10, $20 off a product to doubling your money to possibly over $100. So the early on in the game, hence why I've decided to come back now, not sooner. Persistence is key. I think if you're patient and persistent and you get yourself to these star ratings, I think, and then the game will just start taking off, because you will be able to, if you spend your money wisely, because it's actually really difficult to build money up. But if you spend it wisely, you can build like platforms for your computers, for your chairs and stuff like that. But that's just one thing to note, really, that if you're just patient early on, if you're persistent, patient, and it does feel a bit frustrating when you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. But as soon as you start seeing those star ratings go up, what I did myself is I plucked away with the odd product when I saw it at a good price. I bought 1 or 2, brought more money in, and I think you get the gist, guys. I just sort of built it up and up and up and up. And there is one thing to remember as well, which I got burnt with earlier. It's nothing important, but for example, when you see things like chairs and it's shelf type L, make sure you look at that, because I went and bought myself a computer before, and I thought I'd maybe just shove it on that shelf I have at the back there, but it wouldn't let me, so I needed an MA type shelf, so I had to go out and buy a shelf in order to be able to actually do anything there. I'm going to stick another promotion on for tomorrow. But in terms of the what I've learned from the game so far and what I'd maybe recommend, I think that's pretty much it. I think like I said, be persistent with the game, and eventually when those start ratings going up, your average product's quality goes up, but the price doesn't shoot up, so you start making more and more money. And give it a lick of paint, some fresh lights, and keep everybody happy. But as you can see, Just talking to you guys there, I made around $900 for the day. Well, the fact is going to tell me right now. Probably not that, 185. Probably not that much today, considering, yep, how much now I've got salaries and promotions going much. But usually I do tend to make quite a little bit more in the day there. So I see down to 307, but now I should have that promotion going. And that's another thing I will stress is don't rush to do promotions either, or bring in things like this guy here with the big nose. Although I wouldn't mess with him, but oh, hello, sorry. Because I've come close to being in a lot of trouble on this game, like looking into different ways to how you can maybe benefit, like get the game rolling, get the game going. So I've come into almost a lot of trouble trying to get ahead of myself. You feel like you can afford something, and then it's just one bad day and it's all gone. Whereas now I feel like I'm at a comfortable stage with the game. So I know it sounds like a boring thing to say, you're at comfortable, but I'm at a point now where I'm able to look to expand the shop, to buy things like chairs, for example. And how much is the price there? I'm tempted to buy another chair soon. But chairs, for example, you've got computers. I could probably fit some more computers on there if I have room for any. But I've got to let some money come in first, and then see if we can buy some more products. But it does open things up for ourselves there. But I'm assuming that promotion came on. I'm hoping someone will buy. I do worry because the computer and the console has been there quite a while, and nobody seems to want to buy me chair. I don't know. Let's go just take the trash out. Is there anybody fancy buying anything? Have I maybe overshot it at the moment? Is that why? Go, go, go. Put them in the bin. Bye-bye. I mean, there is a lot of things you can delve it. There's quite a few things you can in this game. Like I said, we can extend the shop. I haven't had that kind of cash spare yet. You are able, like I said, to get loans. Although I wouldn't recommend it. Because it's actually hard, especially early on. It's harder to make that back than you think. And then it's when they add any interest on. If you don't pay in 3 days, the interest is brutal. So I would not recommend that. Like even myself now, I make quite a bit of money, and I'm still not too sure I want to hire this guy. Although, you know what? I think I can bring it in now. Why not? Let's all just have a look, see what he brings to the show, shall we? But as you'll see as well, the products that maybe were on a low price yesterday, your keyboard, stuff like that, are not necessarily on a low price today. This is maybe not the best example here. But I'll bring in a few products at the end of the day. I tend to wait till close to the end of the day and then do the sale for the next day. But I fear people aren't buying stuff, so maybe. Hello. Are you gonna buy that? Nobody wants to buy anything. No. I might have to look to put the prices down a little bit. People seem interested. No. But he's took me. Oh, he's took it. He's took it. And that's going to bring us in. I have to do some more cash there. And you going to buy that? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So you were coming in for the computer. I wonder whether there's any computers on sale that I can add into it there. I'm not too sure how many of these episodes I will do. Like I said, early on, if you persist in your patience, you do get to open up to, making more money and quicker, like daily. For example, there I've already made over £1,000 in the day. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon. However, looking at what's available, computers. I mean, when you get into the realms of this kind of money, then maybe it's fine. But between then and there, I imagine it's a bit more, again, a slug fest. There's a few interesting things you could maybe look at. Tables. I saw the table once. Chairs. It will be interesting where you can extend into the other room and be able to buy 3, 4, 5 of these, bringing in that kind of cash as well. I mean, 3, 4, 5 of them, so I'm over £2,000 now. But realistically, at this stage of the game, even though I am 20, what? Oh, someone took my chair. No, I am 27 days in now because the days are flying by. The console's still there. I don't know. Nobody wants me console. There's really not much more we can go through. But let's just buy a few more things, sell a few more things, and let's just have a bit of a laugh at the game there. What are we buying today, sir? Anything expensive? Nope, the cheapest thing on the shelf. I mean, you've got the suit. I'm disappointed. I mean, he earns $150 a day. And if he's doing that all day, I think he earns it. But to be fair, just doing that alone, I think you guys can probably agree, just watching it already from earlier on to today, the prices have shot up already. Like the amount of staff, I will get it right. The amount of customers we're getting in has shot up, and we've pretty much got an empty shelf already. But which means you'll be able to come and look at it, bringing in some more products there. So we'll have a look around and see what's worth getting. Do we go and get a few fancy things? Is there any? So we're on a computer. Do we want another computer? Is any for sale worth getting? Oh God, maybe another computer. Chair. Any good chairs for sale? You know what? We'll try one of them. And then what you do is it's always best to have some smaller things in as well. Just to keep the money, obviously, your money ticking over there. You don't want to get yourself too carried away. You don't want to get yourself too carried away with the bigger products, because you could, as you've seen there, you could be waiting a while to see them be bought. It's always good to get quite a few things in there. Let's get a few fancy mouses in. That the cash we've got here. What else do you think we should buy? Monitor? Should I see if I can buy a monitor? Right, so that can't go. I wonder. So if I do that, what does that bring me in? Do you know what? Instant delivery. Gosh, that gives us still £1,000 to play with there. And this is what I'm saying, if you play it wise, get yourself £1,000, and look at that, all that stock in. I don't normally do same day, but I think we've got it there. I mean, we're already back over 2,000, so as you can see, I'm starting to make... I've just bought nearly £3,000 worth of stock, and I'm already back up to 2,000. So now I'm at a point where I'm probably looking, expanding into the bigger things and the fancier things, but I imagine... Oh, cheers for leaving your mess there. So yeah, I just wanted to check... yeah, there's nothing there for you, I'm afraid. I think I might shut the shop. Well, saying that, no. Have I got nothing to sell? It's always best to do this first, because I've already been burnt once, where people pick it off the shelf whilst I'm trying to change the price, so they get it at the original price. But as you can see there, I'm just working at what's the best price. And 1,000's too much, so we'll go 990. So I'm pretty much going to double my money on that product. I mean, what I want to do, first of all, we're going to put that in here. It should be closing in a minute anyway. Because it is almost a bit of like manual work there, but can I do this the same? Or am I asking too much here? Really? There is a bit of this, changing the product and stuff like that. So it is a bit. I wish there was a quicker way to do with upgrade the products and stuff like that. This is going to kick me off, isn't it? Yeah. I wish there was a quicker way that you'd be able to change the price of the products, and be able to do the entire product itself rather than just the one item. Because if you are going to expand the shop out into your chairs and stuff, how many items are you going to have to run around making sure it all works fine? Do you know what I mean? It's okay. I kind of wanted to put that back a minute. That is a lot. How did I lose over £1,000 there? I wonder if that promotion's still going. Sorry, just bear with me a moment. Because I don't need that promotion if I've got this guy coming in. I'm paying this guy daily. I do not need another promotion on top. Not yet, anyway. So I mean, you got to do not get yourself carried away. The reason why I put the chair like that, by the way, is because I'm hoping if I get some money, I'll go buy another one. I haven't done that just to annoy everybody's OCD. And put some speakers either side there. There, it's the wrong way around that speaker. Oh no, they're not. Okay. So what do we think? Oh, that's a bit. That's not what I meant to put there. As you can see, you've got a sort of. I mean, once you gauge it, you can do all the other products. But the need to have to go through. Say, as yeah, the same computer I had before, so over 1,100, and this time, anything over $150 less. It's not going to let me do that. Well, I could put it at that price, but what it's telling me is that chances are I'm not going to be able to sell any products or many of them at that price. Oh yes, go put this in the bin. Go put the rubbish away. See how much we can get for these things today, yeah? Tell you what I will do though, because I think it'll look better. I think. I wonder if I've got any more speakers. Have I got any more speakers? There we go. I think it'll look better. It looks a bit smarter. And what did we say that speaker? Actually thought that speaker was gone then. I was like, pretty sure this shop is not open. That'll do. And then what did we say? 190 there. Did we do the monitor? We did, didn't we? 190. So I mean, you've got to go through individually. So to be fair, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm pretty much just going to call it there for today. I think what I'll probably do is I might just come back for just one more little episode of this when the shop's a lot busier, and we'll explain maybe how I got there and any hints and tips and any mistakes I made along the way. Because at this point in time, I'm nearly 28 days, and it is quite repetitive. And I'm sure there's you guys out there, probably have quick ways to make money. and easier ways to make money than myself. This is my first time ever having a look at this game, and I just thought I'd share my thoughts on the game and just see what it was like, see it was fun. Me personally, I'm enjoying it, but I can understand how after a very short period of time, it could get a little bit boring. But me personally, if you are interested in this game, I would go out and buy this game. But as I said at the beginning, just be prepared. If you're patient and persist at the beginning, then the bigger rewards, such as the computers, the chairs, the monitors and stuff like that, and the consoles, they all start to come into place, and then you start making more money, as you guys have just witnessed there. Made £3,000 just having a conversation with you guys, just with stock around the shop. No, and I certainly wouldn't rush to bring in extra staff. Like the bodyguard, to me, is important because it allows you the freedom to do other things instead of worrying about your stock getting nicked. But the promotion guy who I just brought in there, that can wait if you've got a spare bit of money. There is that internet ads and stuff, as you can see that we're doing there. So you could do bit by bit. But yeah, guys, that's just the thoughts on the game so far. I know feels a bit more of a me just telling you what the game is and what it's about, and you guys already know that. But I just wanted to share the mistakes I've made so far, and what I think of the game, and maybe ways that you guys can have a look at this video, and if there's anything you's missing, and hopefully me waffling on gives you a bit of advice. And if you want to give me some advice on how to make the game, how I do the game quicker and better, then absolutely do not hesitate to do so. Comment down below. I appreciate all the advice, all the conversations, and I appreciate all the support. And if you did like this video and you'd like to see me waffle on a bit more about other simulation games, a little bit more excited than this, admittedly, then obviously comment down below, like the episode, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It massively helps me out, and I massively appreciate it, guys.